Thanks, Dennis. Not what Jimmy Garoppolo was hoping for after he signed that $137 million contract this offseason. He completed less than half of his passes. Of course, he was also facing the league's best defense and playing without two of his guards and his best receiver.
The 49ers are down to their third right guard. They're going to move the rookie Mike McGlinchey from tackle into guard.
At O-line, when you lose two of your guards like that, it makes things difficult. So, you know, give Mike credit. I don't think he's ever played guard before, and we had to put him in there. So that's first NFL game having to play tackle and guard. It's a hell of a first game.
All three of the guys that were in there did a great job coming in and doing what they were supposed to do. The communication was good and a loud environment. And, you know, I think they did a great job coming in and filling that space.
It could have been a different outcome had the 49ers offense converted in the red zone. They were just 1 of 4 inside the 20.
It is a good defense, but I feel like we're a really good offense. And I feel like, you know, we have a great coach calling the plays. You know, he's putting us in positions to make those big plays, and you know, I think those are, like I said, those are plays we need to make, and if we make those, it's a totally different outcome.
You know, it's behind us. They played a great defense, but we have a lot of things to look forward to. You know, we'll definitely fix it and you know, keep getting more plays and getting more hungry.
I think we just, you know, we have a good locker room in there. We have a good mindset of, you know, every person in there has the right mindset of what we have to do, and it's a long season, so, you know, you can't let 1 week bounce into the next week. So after we watch the film and everything, got to move on.
On the bright side, Garoppolo seemed to find chemistry with both George Kittle and rookie Dante Pettis. Pettis was the first 49er since Vernon Davis in 2006 to have his first catch go for a touchdown.
We lost, and I'm extremely disappointed in that. But I'm definitely, I think myself, all the coaches, and all the players, that we know that's a team we can beat.
The defense kept the game close. DeForest Buckner had a pair of sacks, and Richard Sherman seemed healthy after many wondered if the Achilles injury would hold up.
I feel fine. You know, it's a mental game as much as a physical game, and the concepts they were running were relatively simple. And you know, I just put myself in position to be successful a lot of times. You know, I took my risks here and there where I had the opportunity to, but I think I played solid.
So Garoppolo will look to avoid his first NFL losing streak next week in the 49ers home opener against the Lions. In Minneapolis, I'm David McCoy for Gameday. Dennis, back to you.
Thank you, David. It appears the 49ers dodged bullets on at least 3 of the 4 injuries. Marquise Goodwin, Mike Person, and Josh Garnett all should be okay. The jury is still out on Brock Coyle's concussion. Okay, alongside to break it down with JJ Stokes. And JJ, initially you think 49ers go into Minnesota, play a close game against a very good team, but lose. And you say that's a good effort. Not in this case. I got to believe that the 49ers felt they should have won this football game.
There's no doubt they should have won this football game. They had several mistakes that they made. They had a lot of injuries likewise, but the mistakes they made cost them the game.
Garçon dropped a potential touchdown, a good defensive play on another possible touchdown. And then Morris, they tried 4 times to run that ball in. So if you're the 49ers at this point, and granted, there are injuries at the right guard on that offensive line too today, but how do you correct that problem?
You know, it's funny because you're talking to a receiver. I understand 4 runs, you said it like, look, we're going to run the ball and we're going to power it in and there's nothing you can do about it. But at some point, you have to spread it out and possibly run, but give them the appearance of a pass so that they have it in the back of their mind and not just line up with a thick package and let them know you're going to run the ball.
Jimmy Garoppolo's performance. You can't judge from one game, but maybe we set the bar a little bit too high.
I don't think we set the bar too high for Jimmy. I actually think because he does exactly what we anticipate, what we saw him do in the fill-in games when he was with another organization and last year. He does nothing more than that, but that is top quality quarterback is what we see. And anything more than that would be a bonus. Right now, we saw him make a few plays, I mean, that led to interceptions, but not necessarily his fault. He's trying to make plays.
And the play to Dante Pettis with a thing of beauty. Escaped the pass rush and threw the ball to Pettis, who made an excellent reception. So the Pettis arrival was clear because of the injury, one wideout. Bottom line, after one game, the sky is not falling. There are things to work on, but it is somewhat disconcerting that they worked on this in the preseason and didn't fix it, and that's a red zone.
Definitely disappointing because you want to these are games that are ugly, but you still have to win those ugly games and tie up all the loose ends in the following week's practices. And they have to go back and really, the ugly loss is much worse than the ugly win. Just from a standpoint, these guys know they had it right in their grasp.
Are you kidding me? I'll take an ugly win over an ugly loss any day. An X in the win column is an X in the loss column. JJ, thanks a lot.
Thank you.